my parents.
Yeah.
When I was wilding out in Atlanta, not living right, only thing I could think of was my mom and my dad. And my brothers and my sisters too.
Right.
Like, I didn't have the people in my life to scold me. I could live the life that I wanted to live without no consequences.
Right.
Without no judgment from the people that I love the most.
Right.
So I had to come back home. I came back home to the people that I knew that would ridicule me. Maybe not out loud, not verbally, but I knew that I would be able to look in their eyes and I could tell when they thought that I wasn't doing right. I needed to see that. So they were my motivation.
Yeah.
When I came back home, it was like a switch. It's like somebody flipped the switch and my life had completely changed. It had reverted completely back to who I was before I had left. But the thing about it was the awareness in me to be able to see that. You know, as a man, as a young man at the time, I was able to have that awareness and see that. I knew where my bread was buttered at. Only in the sense that I knew where I needed to go, where I would receive the level of judgment if I did something wrong. But it was positive reinforcement that I was seeking. I needed that.
Without those phases in life, do y'all think we would be where we are today?
No, not at all.
We have to go through those.
Right, you have to go through those. You have to face those monsters. I mean, it's just part of life, especially as a man, as a woman too.
Bro, if you don't face them, you might become it.
Exactly, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You might become it. Yeah.
So, what was that turning point in your life? Like, where were you?
That night when I was sitting at the house, I was at my auntie house actually, and I just realized I wasn't accomplishing nothing. I just was not accomplishing anything.
Yeah.
And I called my homeboy up and said, I need you to come help me move. And that was the turning point. That was literally the turning point.
How did you feel?
After or during that?
During that moment, like what was it that
I was disgusted with myself.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was becoming everything that my mother didn't want me to be. And the last person that I wanted to hurt was my mama.
That's a spot to be in, you know?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to hurt my mama.
Yeah, that's
And
a spot to be in.
Listen, at the time, I'd rather have punched my mom in the face than to hurt her emotionally and to allow her to see me become nothing.
Yeah.
That would have been better for me to punch her in the face. So I was in a position in life mentally where, and I wasn't depressed.
Yeah.
I was just disgusted with myself.
Right.
I think there's a difference between being disgusted with yourself and being depressed.
Yeah.
I'm too much of a positive person.
It's how you come out of that.
Right.
You know, that disgusted feeling.
But you have to steer yourself in the direction to come out of it. You have to make certain decisions, certain sacrifices in order to reach that level of come outness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's either you stay there and continue to be who you are, or you look yourself in the mirror and you say, I don't like that person that's looking back at me.
I got to change.
I got to change. And that's okay. It's okay for you not like the person in the mirror, bro. That is completely okay. That's something that you have to do.
It's something we learned in training one time. They said it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
It's right.
It's all right. It's okay to not be okay. But you got to recognize it, accept it. Like we said earlier, you got to accept that.
When I'm going out with mentally ill people.
Yeah.
Who kind of on that verge of, they got themselves together, but they kind of going downhill.
Yeah.
They know they need the help, but they just don't want to face it.
Right.
I say, listen, it's okay to be sick. This ain't no different from a head cold.
Yeah.
You diagnose a head cold, they give you the medicine, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, if you are suffering mentally, we can help you with that.
Right.
Not me personally.
Right.
But I can take you to the people who can help you with that.
Yeah.
But you have to be willing to go there.
You gotta want to do
And
it.
in order to be willing to go there, that means you have to have looked yourself in the mirror and said, you know what, I got a problem.
Yeah.
And you have to face that. You have to face that problem head on.
Absolutely.
That's a monster. You got to punch that monster in the chin.
Yeah. Right in the nose.
Right in the nose. Yeah.